Oh, Becky's just being a narcissist.
The following show is intended for adult audiences and may feature scenes of an explicit sexual nature. So the two agents come chasing or running up the gangplank towards you, and one of them has skin which lights up with it's like their skin is like an LCD panel, and it says, "Do you want to wank me off? Come to Dale's Big Cock Bar." The other one is clearly of African descent. The first one, it's hard to tell because their skin just lights up with advertising. You are inside the actual Khufu's pyramid. You've gone down toward the junction point that sort of heads up towards the King's Chamber or towards the basement. And the King's Chamber, or the passage to the King's Chamber, is sealed off.
Hold on. I think
Kevin has frozen.
He has.
Was he that shocked?
Oh, no.
Either that or he's kept his thumb in his mouth for a really long time.
I think it was the explicit adult warning, and then straight to, "Do you want to wank me off?"
Well, his computer has had a few issues.
He might have been shocked that there wasn't more of a run-up. You know, a few chat-up lines before getting down to it.
Let's see.
You know, romance a guy a bit.
No message from him.
Yay, Cornwall's internet. It's because there's like all these extra
all the
80,000
tourists.
people in Cornwall, isn't there? They're using all the internet bandwidth.
Yeah, they're all going to Phil's house going, "What's your Wi-Fi?"
Yeah. And he's going, "Fuck off back to London."
I was travelling on the express bus from Glasgow to Ayr on Thursday, going down to see my mum. And I boarded the bus at Glasgow Buchanan Street Station. And obviously I got off at Ayr bus station. I was the only passenger the entire journey.
Mm-hmm.
It was an odd experience. This is a bus that's usually packed.
Yeah, buses haven't been that busy around here when I've seen them. However, neither the drivers nor passengers are bothering to wear face masks.
No.
Up here they do. I mean, well, essentially the bus companies up here have said it's mandatory. You're not getting on without one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a legal thing. Hello, Steve. Phil lost connection the moment the stream started. So we're going to restart in just a moment as soon as he's back and reconnected. We're all doing well. Thank you very much. At least I hope we are. I am. I speak for everyone because I'm a narcissist and I'm not going to pause long enough to let them get a word in edgeways. So go on. No, they don't want to speak, clearly.
It's because I'm full. Breathing is hard.
I'm a little full after 3 fajitas. You had 4.
Yep, I know.
So yes, again. Oh, it looks like he's reconnecting.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just.
I do. It's a Cornish Wi-Fi.
It was all those English people coming down.
We
used the word tourists because we don't differentiate with Cornish people.
No, you said English, babe. You said English, and I said tourist.
We kind of knew there was a problem, Phil, because you had your thumb in your mouth for a very, very long time.
Yeah, coming down using our.
You were paused.
Using our Wi-Fi. Using our internet. That's local internet for local people.
I shall begin the session again.
Okay.
This show is intended for adult audiences and might feature scenes of an explicit sexual nature. So, there you are inside Khufu's pyramid. You've just got to the first junction. There is the route down to the basement, which is all open for you, but the route up to the King's Chamber, which is all sealed off. And last week you wanted to go up there so that you could sort of detour off to the Queen's Chamber. And you tried to do that quietly, only you made a hell of a racket. So you'd gone down the rickety gangplank. And now coming down that rickety gangplank are two agents, one male, one female. The male agent is clearly of African descent. The female agent, you can't tell because her skin is covered in flashing advertising. It currently says, "Do you want to wank me off? Come to Dale's Big Cock Bar."
See, that was better. You lit a bit of a run up. You know, just you know, less chance of a shock that way.
I don't know. I don't know why you put Mike in the intro. To be honest,
It's why I led with it when I did the initial intro. I went straight to, "Do you want to wank me off? Come to Dale's Big Cock Bar."
I mean, I won't say no. I'll make a mental note of that.
dear me.
Okay, so they are coming down the gangplank now. The agent in front is the female agent with all the advertising. She's in high heels and she's sort of precariously stepping down this rickety gangplank.
Mm-hmm.
Walk looks like very animated and juddery.
I'm almost tempted to see if we can shoot at her feet, because I reckon if we shoot a good enough shot at her feet, she's just going to topple. She's just going to be unbalanced with high heels.
However, you're going to, my accent. You're going to do it, so I didn't take the blame for it.
Do we want to upset them? These two agents.
Well,
This is
let's
what I'm saying.
let's see if they did what they want, but prepare to.
It's Dale's usual executive decision. It's going to be a disaster.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, this year's pessimism world champion.
I mean, is
Okay.
this a restricted area or?
The lady agent is getting quite close to you now, and her skin is now flashing graphic pornography, and is going straight to the money shot. So you look at her face, but all you actually see is a cum shot.
I mean, hopefully it's distracting her as much as it is me.
Agents, sorry.
Yes. Why are you coming down here?
Tourists, so sorry, but that passage is currently sealed off for maintenance. It's too worn out at the moment. It's being restored.
We're prepared to sign a waiver.
It looks fine.
Yes, but you could. It's being restored. Also, it's incredibly dangerous.
Well, let me put it this way: there's money in it for you.
There's certain death in it for you.
That's our
Kevin,
problem.
what the fuck are you doing? We're actually hoping to go up.
Now her skin is flashing fuck my cunt across her face.
I mean, it didn't have to be so forward.
Can you turn that off? It's awfully distracting.
It's
Sorry, turn what off?
Yes, stuff.
Has anybody got a mirror?
Oh, right. I can tell from your accents you're from Eurasian Incorporated Territory, aren't you? Well, look, things work a little differently around here. And she does actually have quite a thick African accent. He said, we in Comoros Territory don't have your kind of money, so when we want upgrades, sometimes we have to pay for that with advertising. I'm sorry. So no, I can't turn it off.
Oh, okay.
The problem is you're in very real. You have a very real possibility, if you can't turn it off, of turning all of us on.
Okay, you're now, as you look at her, you're seeing a guy getting a blowjob.
And
Come
the
to
hits just
Dale,
keep on
big-
coming.
Come to Dale Big Cock Warehouse.
What is the guy doing?
He sort of stood behind her with his arms crossed, and he's quite a muscular chap. You think he's not saying anything. You think he's the muscle, and you think maybe she's some kind of middle management.
Agent, I say to the woman, your agent.
Yes, I am an agent, but I don't have an agent. If that's what you mean.
Your name.
My name? Oh God! Please don't. Really? My name is Sanjita, sponsored by Dale's Big Cock Warehouse.
Oh my god. You poor bitch.
Pay well, do they?
Enough to get me fully upgraded, if that's what you mean. The thing is, things have been found in this pyramid that are ancient and deadly. And if you were to proceed up that passage, there's a good chance that... Well, I say good chance. There is a slight chance you'll survive.
What if you came with us?
Oh, well, I'm not going to do that.
You have just come from there.
No,
She's been coming everywhere. Those fucking.
She
I
came
from above.
No. She came down the rickety stairwell into this pyramid, the same one that you came down from.
Okay.
You walked past her at the security gate, but you didn't see her at the time.
Clearly, she was on an ad break. I think we would have recognised the ad going by.
Well, we're prepared to take a bit of a chance. We've come to look around the pyramid. We've come quite a long way, actually, to look around the pyramid.
Well, you can. The pyramid is still open. You just have to go down to the basement.
But we wanted to see the king's chamber and the queen's chamber, and then.
Oh well, that's absolutely fine because
we want to see chambers.
We have renovated the basement to look exactly like the king's chamber.
And the queen's chamber?
Nobody wants to see the queen's chamber. Why would you want to see the queen's chamber?
We want to see.
Well, maybe it's the subliminal advertising, but all of a sudden I want to look at chambers.
Our boss is very thorough, and he specifically asked us to look at both rooms. It's something to do with it.
You're on a mission.
No,
you're Eurasian Incorporated.
You didn't let me finish, right? He's asked us to come look. He's renovating his house, and he likes sort of an Egyptian decor, and he asked us since we were coming here anyway to have a look.
Oh, God, I've got the... Hang on a moment. And she gets out a very old block cell phone. Starts typing a number. Be with you in a moment.
My God, that number's longer than my bloody name.
Hello, Dale. Yes, you need to change my advert skin. I've got the gay parade here. Awesome. Thank you. And her advertising immediately changes to basically man on man. So you're interior decorators.
You needn't have gone to that trouble for us.
Well,
I'm legally obliged. I'm sorry.
I mean,
so you went from man on woman cum shots to man on man cum shots based on our being interior decorators. Is that a spur of the moment decision?
It's a fair assumption, isn't it?
you're absolutely right. So, can we have a look?
But in the basement, we have set it all up to be a replica of the King's Chamber, but there is no access to the Queen's Chamber.
But he doesn't just want what it looks like, he wants the smell, he wants all the authenticity of the real thing.
The basement is authentic. It's an authentic chamber. We just redecorated it to look like the King's Chamber, but it's It's absolutely authentic. You're in the real pyramid.
But he'd know the difference. He's a real weird expert at this sort of thing.
Plus, he wants the Queen's chamber.
Well, I suppose you are Eurasian Incorporated.
That we are.
So you dying is actually not a big deal to us. It's not like you're tourists who go missing and then there's a big scandal.
Well, exactly.
You are on a mission, so your fatalities wouldn't be an issue. So how much is it worth to me again, exactly?
I turned to Dale.
Easy go.
Why
Wait,
did that?
Oh, wait, who was it? No, it was Kevin, wasn't it, who said that? Okay, I turned to Kevin.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at what I've got here at the moment, actually. Was it 2?
You did just get your wages, so you should have quite a lot.
Yeah. 8,000.
They do.
Credits.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, 8,000 credits.
Done.
Okay,
Go, we're in.
right. This is
Is
Kevin.
it slip credit or official?
Kevin.
Because if it's official, I'll need a receipt. Well, I'll need to give you a receipt, and it'll have to be for a legitimate purpose.
Just do a slip.
I don't think you've got that much in slip credit. So we'll have to invent a legitimate purpose. We could call it advertising. Yes. What is your business normally?
Pansexual Airlines.
Pansexual Airlines. Awesome. Okay.
We fucking fly anyone.
All right. So she sort of starts handwriting into what looks like an Apple Newton. It scans her handwriting and produces a printout, like a printed receipt, but it's on like that foil paper that you used to get with the ZX81 printers.
Yes, I remember it well. The aluminium
Yeah.
foil printing. Yeah.
And so she tears that off and gives it you. And so there we go. Right. It beeps the credits off. So you've just spent 8,000 credits, Phil.
8,000?
Yeah, take them off.
The audio cut,
Sure,
I thought you
get
said
in.
800.
We weren't going to get in anywhere. We were just...
Let's just say I had a price in my mind, and she immediately took what you offered. So
1,000 credits.
she
What's
starts
wrong with
hobbling
I get paid
up
again,
the stairs. Next season, she starts hobbling back up the gangplank.
I haven't got much to buy, just a few grenades.
Kevin. This is Egypt. It invented the barter economy. You start
I've done
really low and
I've done that. It is so boring. It's fine for the first 2 days, but after that, how much do you fucking want for it?
As she turns away and starts walking away, her suit has a cutout in the back so that you can actually see some of her skin. And at the moment, there's a Dirty Sanchez shot going on.
She's certainly earning it.
just to reiterate to the audience that this is not suitable for children
Or adults, in fact.
or most adults.
Just Steve.
Viewer discretion is required.
We already lost one viewer. They turned up, went, nope.
That wasn't Stephen.
Dear.
Oh, dear.
Steve's here, but we had a second viewer briefly,
Steve's
and
voice.
they just left. They were like, no. Whatever this is like 4 people masturbating online. This is weird. I'm leaving. Why are they broadcasting this? Just have sex, people. Go on, lockdown's as good as over. Just get it over with. So yeah, yeah. She hobbles away up the gangplank. It takes her a little while to get back to the top because she's still got the stilettos and it's a rickety old gangplank. And then there you are. You tear away the sort of do not cross police tape type stuff. And you see before you the grand gallery of the Khufu's pyramid. It's been basically, if you think this is the year 2500, right? So any of the original paint has long since gone and been replaced with perspex that's a little more permanent. So, but that ahead of you is the grand gallery of Khufu's pyramid with bright perspex neon lit hieroglyphics.
Oh, so it's well lit then.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, really well lit. As you sort of look down this tunnel, in the distance you hear a low growl, the kind of growl that says, "I have a really deep, bellowy throat."
Okay, Kevin, you're going first.
Yeah, well, I've paid for the privilege, so I might as well.
You could say I've got 8,000 good reasons why you're going first.
Right.
So with that growl, I'll take out my black cougar before we start moving in the passage.
Mm-hmm.
Cougar's coming out as well.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
As you proceed down the corridor, there is a chance that things could go terribly wrong. I would very much appreciate it if you could make one of those perception plus observation type rolls.
What, everybody?
Just the person in front.
perception plus. Oh yeah.
Observation, yeah.
Observation.
Observation.
Okay. 6, and that's a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay. So, Dale and Danny, which one of you second?
I suppose me.
Okay. Danny, you're following Kevin up the great, up the, what do they call it, the great chamber thingy, corridor thing.
Corridor?
Yeah, I've forgotten the name of it. It's got a proper name. Grand Gallery. That's it, Grand Gallery. And, oh, actually, I've just realised I've slightly misunderstood the map I'm looking at. Technically, you shouldn't be in the Grand Gallery until after this. But never mind, I'll move things around. It's the year 2500. They've refurbished. So what you see, Danny, is Kevin just suddenly disappear down in front of you. Yeah, you hear that too.
Okay. Can I
You might hear a shot go off as well.
try and dive to grab him, or is it?
Ooh, okay. Let's have reflexes plus athletics.
Okay, come on. Missed by 1.
Yeah, so you've grabbed a small piece of his shirt, Kevin. If you had money, I would suggest buying a new shirt after this.
I have some money. I didn't spend it all.
Yeah, so you looked at, you can't see anything, it's pitch black, but there is a hole in the floor.
And you'll hear, "You ripped my shirt!"
I will give us a bit of fair warning next time, you bastards. And I'm trying
Okay,
to pull him up.
Kevin, could you make
Kevin.
an
How's that
endurance
8,000 looking now?
endurance plus athletics check, please? And any however much you fail by, if you do, just lose that many HP from your landing.
Oh,
Oh, shit. What's going on? So that's a 9. So it's endurance. Sorry, endurance and
Endurance plus athletics.
athletics. Oh, bang on 9. Excellent.
Okay, so you actually land okay. You're a cybernetically enhanced agent. You're fine. You've landed in. It's not on this map, but I believe it's called the Gallery. So, not Gallery. Oh, hang on. Let me find a better map. Pyramid of Khufu.
In a
Do-do-do-do-do.
pyramid sanctum thing.
No, there's a thing midway down. This is an air shaft, and midway down there's a thing, but I'm trying to find a map that has it labelled. It's kind of like it's a small chamber midway. Wow, that's a tiny map. I can't see shit. There's a tiny chamber midway down the air shaft.
Oh, I can't find it myself.
It's called the Grotto. There you go.
Oh, okay. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a widened bit. It was probably used to put hoisting equipment or something as they were building the air shaft, I imagine. That's my synopsis based on a 2D diagram, not because I've researched it. So don't hold me to that. But yes, you've ended up in the grotto, and it's basically you are a long way down essentially a long shaft.
Okay. I'll shout back up. Get me out of here! Quickly! You know what's down here.
Cost you 8,000.
With what? I haven't got any rope.
Is there any light here at all?
I did in a game inventory, but we can't
there's-
play that anymore.
There is no light, but you can get out your PDA and use the screen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Is there any sort of handholds to claw your way back up?
No. There is a shopping centre, though. You just went through it.
I do have some lipstick.
There's a shopping centre down here.
No. But you have collectively just been through a shopping centre, so everything you could possibly need is right there.
I don't follow.
Before you entered the pyramid, there was a shopping centre. When you went into the initial outer big pyramid, you went... The whole last session, you were going through a shopping centre.
Yes.
Rope. They sell rope.
Yeah.
I
What's crazy
suppose
kiosk?
one of us would traipsing back to get some fucking rope then.
I'll go and get some rope and some flashlights, some torches and stuff.
Okay, Dale. As you emerge back out, there's a person there who's taking the tickets, or is there to take your ticket. He's kind of holding his hand out to take your ticket.
No, I'm going back in. I just need to buy some supplies.
Your tour's done.
No, we've had we realised that we haven't brought some essential items, so we've paused our tour, and I'm going to get the stuff and then go back, and then we're going to complete it.
Welcome to Africa. Your tour is done.
Welcome to my arse. My tour is not done.
Tickets, please. Do just, if I can cast your mind back, you know that literally just around the corner from the ticket booth are turrets and UIG personnel, like with guns and armor and probably those two agents.
Man in there.
You became you became man in the allegedly a man in the management office, which was just around, slightly further around than that.
Your ticket?
Mm-hmm.
High in fiber.
Do you swallow it?
I stick it. I put it just at the side of my cheek, and make a swallowing motion.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll get a torch. Reaches under the kiosk thing. Open wide. Say ah.
I'm not opening wide for nobody. I'm going to get some supplies. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you very much.
Presumably, what you actually say is, "I'm not opening wide for anybody."
I haven't got any chewing gum in my mouth, miss.
I see. Tickets, please.
I'll tell you what.
Look, I have one job in the world. Let me do it.
I will let you do it. I told you our tour is not over; it is merely paused. However, if you
have to
insist,
pay to get back in.
I will swallow this ticket, and then I will. Then you can retrieve the ticket in about 3 days.
They'll go in after it from the other end.
Maybe I want them to.
Please.
The advertising got the better of you.
Yeah, it's subliminal advertising. Obviously, it's worked.
Hang on, I remembered my training. I have to make eye contact. My name is Malcolm. I have a wife and 2 children. Please give me the ticket. I need to take it off you. I am a human being.
Yes. My name is Dale. You are currently looking at the wrong end of having a widow and 2 orphans.
I know. That's why I need the ticket.
One of my compatriots has fallen down and hurt himself. I am going for supplies so I can go and help him.
If you
Hence
leave,
why I need to
you
leave
have to pay
and
to
come
get
back.
back in.
We haven't completed the tour.
How hard is this to understand? There is an entrance fee. You don't get to reuse your ticket.
I'm not reusing.
Is your name Karen?
No.
Then
I head towards the store. I've done with
okay. As you walk past without giving a ticket, an automatic gun comes down and blows the guy's head off for failing to do his job.
Good morning.
Meanwhile, Danny is contemplating whether to just order some rope online and have it delivered.
And as you emerge into the security gate, all of the gun turrets turn to face you.
Bit much.
And the agents are there, and they're like, really? For 150 credits?
Principles. Damn your eyes.
Yep. Definitely Karen.
Principles.
Online.
If you walk through, those guns automatically open up.
I'll tell you what, you passed me over 50 feet of rope and 3 torches then.
Her face is currently saying, shaft my ass, flashing.
There's just so much subliminal advertising going on.
I can't help you. And she just turns and walks away. And as she's walking away, basically the hole that's cut out of her suit, the skin behind, has a picture of a guy's ass being fingered.
So, is there a website that can actually deliver to inside the pyramid?
I hit the ticket right at him.
Okay, you spit your ticket out, and the guns return to their normal facing.
Oh, Jesus.
A few minutes through the shopping centre, actually it takes about 5 minutes to go, 10 possibly, to go through the whole thing. You get back to the entrance, there's a crazy kiosk. Quarter price a day for everything that was quadruple price yesterday.
What a fantastic deal.
75% off for all 4 times price items.
Can I ask you a personal question? I say to the person at the kiosk.
Certainly, that'll be 10 credit plea.
Yeah. Does anyone fall for this shit?
10 credit plea. And now answer your question.
Can I have that rope, please? And I would like 3 torches.
I got no rope. I got climbing gloves. I can get you rope, though. I can mail order, especially here within the hour.
That'll do.
Okay, I make the mail order now. It'll be 75 credit delivery fee.
I'm suddenly,
Tony!
I'm suddenly picturing the image of the guy getting his ass fingered and wondering if it applies here.
Tony, yeah, man want rope.
Man might
Yeah.
want 2 loads.
Two loads of rope. 2 loads of rope. That'd be 150 delivery fee.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. We get your rope on the way.
Tell him we
Yeah.
need one. Tell him we need one that's got a noose already bloody used on it.
No can do. Tony very busy. He shagging wife, but when he finished, he come deliver rope.
Oh, God. You got a lot of crazy kiosk.
Would you like eggs with that?
Or smoothie.
He's just determined.
Special 2 credit if you buy with rope. Available in 6-pack only, so 12 credit.
3 torches.
3 torches. 3 torches, okay. I can do you 3 torches. They are.
And
Do you
give me
want extra special?
give me-
Do you want one that can double as baton, or do you want flimsy girly one?
Oh, let's have 3 that can double up as a baton.
Okay, would you like extra large battery so you can hit people very hard?
Give me some good batteries, and then give me a set as replacements.
Okay, it gets out sort of a big nightstick with a huge bulbous end on, for the like an old-fashioned style lens type thing, like really big, heavy-duty thing, and this gigantic set of batteries that go inside. They will never run out. They're a nuclear-powered torch. It has 3 reactors. Only 50 credit. I give you 3 of those. If you buy 4, I give you 4th one free.
See this nuclear powered torch?
3 reactors.
You shine it down on the floor. Does it open up a gateway to another world?
No, but it's fucking bright.
Delivery of the rope was 75 credits.
Sorry,
I could do your climbing gloves.
I couldn't resist putting in a Jamie and the Magic Torch reference there.
Okay. I can do your climbing gloves. They got thorn fingers. Scale up any surface. Better than rope. Can't fall off.
No, still want the rope.
Okay. So,
In order.
4 torches or 3? By
3.
4, I give you 4th one free.
Buying 3.
Okay, so they're 50 credit each, that's 150. 150 delivery on rope, that's 300, plus 10 credit for rope. But that's 2 ropes, they're 5 each. So 310 credit queen. Would you like whipped cream? I put whipped cream on. How about smoothie? I can do you sandwich. Or would you like to rent a car or a helicopter? I could do you helicopter. Rent 3, I'll give you 3rd one.
We might need one to get
Later.
You want it for later?
Always come back.
You want it for later with come on your back?
No. Not ordering just now. Might order later on.
You might order later. If you get lucky, huh? You have girl on the verge, yeah? Oh, got you.
At this point, I want to talk to At this point, I want to find the agent with the ads and say, right,
You want condom?
Crazy Mouse knows I'm not into guys.
You want condom? I give you condom. Special extra durable. Never fail. Don't get caught in baby.
Don't get caught in, baby. Oh god, I can't breathe. This is the part where all the players slowly die.
Just one more touch.
Well,
All I want is torches and some rope. It's-
Oh, ow, ow, ow. Things hurt.
Condom come with crazy chaos guarantee. Will always make you harder for longer. Also, sell rigid condom for guaranteed hardness.
Yeah.
I
don't know why
await
that lasts
delivery
so
of the
long.
rope.
Christ.
It takes about 35 minutes for this Tony character to walk in with 2 lengths of rope.
Yes, very busy, wasn't he?
He sort of tosses it down on the counter. Oh, thank you, Tony. Tony, don't you wash your hands?
Does he waddle?
Tony is walking like he is sore.
It's not cigarette Lil again, is it?
No, he was apparently with his wife at the moment of the phone call.
So, yes, it is Cigarette Lil.
You should be pegging him back.
Oh, God.
So that has cost you 310 credits. You have 3 torches and 2 lengths of rope.
Which I have deducted.
Okay. On your way back into the pyramid, you'll be...
Rolled 150 at them.
All right, okay.
Just give me the fucking ticket.
Right, it prints out on thermal paper. So an hour later, Dale turns back up. Meanwhile, Dale and Kevin, you have been getting entertained by a deep rumbling within the bowels of the pyramid.
Well, I'm sure there's something down here.
Aye, well, I'm keeping trying. I'm sure there's some sort of website where they've got like a delivery kid on a bike that can get down.
Is he back yet? I'm just shining my PDA around. So
No, it's taking forever. How far down are you anyway? Like 50 feet?
No, it was a long fall.
Oh, did you buy the climbing ropes, by the way? Sorry, the climbing gloves, sorry.
No, we didn't.
No, okay.
Oh, that's me stuck there.
No.
Am I able to? Yeah, I'll put my sort of data pad and hold it down so I can see a little bit of where he is.
Yeah, he's beyond your view, but Kevin, as you shine around, you see that there is another passage down from here.
Oh, okay. There's another passage going down from here. It might be the way forward.
It's not sheer either. It's steep, but it's at an angle. So you can slide down.
I'm sure there is, but if we kind of get out,
Is there something to tie the rope off to up there?
I look around.
Yeah, it's the Grand Gallery. There's loads of really ancient stonework.
I
You can
don't
tie it
trust
around.
that. I don't.
It's
trust
it has stood for at this point in history like 7,000 years. So
and because nobody's touched it.
Yeah, we'll break it. Is he back yet?
eventually, after it is 40-45 minutes or so, and maybe slightly longer until Dale eventually gets back.
Where the fuck have you been?
Don't even start me.
We went to a hobby shop and you've got to make your own rope kit.
Did you get rope?
Believe me, if I'd realized how much fucking work getting this would be, I possibly would have taken that option.
Oh, I should have pointed out this actually, Dale. On your way back in, when you walk past the ticket booth, the actual booth itself is just splattered with blood, and there's somebody there sort of mopping the floor. But the person has been replaced. There's a new girl there, short girl. She's got dyed blonde hair, although very African sort of in complexion, but her hair is dyed blonde in a little ponytail, and she's sort of sat there very prim and proper in a pool of blood. But anyway,
Wrong.
you walk straight past that as she threw the
on
money
so
in.
many levels. I have 2 bits of rope, 2 lengths of rope. First of all, just in case one of them ends up not being long enough, we can always tie the other. And secondly, once we get out of here, I'm going to take one of these ropes, tie a noose, and I'm going to hang the bastard who runs the fucking crazy kiosk.
Okay, fine, but
Oh,
That's
there's apparently another way down where Kevin is.
yeah. There's another way down.
Another shaft.
Perhaps you should come down rather than me come up.
Well, we might as well see. We need to get this dice.
Is there any way across the actual gap?
absolutely. Kevin just totally failed to see it, and he was leading the way.
Right, because I'm almost tempted to see if we continue on there and maybe there's a way down to him.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Right. We're going to leave you alone for a while. We shouldn't be long.
You've left me alone for an hour already.
I
Well-
didn't. I stayed here. I could have gone.
That's true. That's true.
Relatively speaking,
So ungrateful.
Okay.
this next bit shouldn't be as much of a wait.
So you need a gun of the rope at all, then?
Oh, trust me, I needed the rope.
I've just randomly determined by rolling a dice that Kevin is starting to feel the need to go to the bathroom.
There must be a corner of this chamber I can use.
Oh, absolutely. If you want to defecate in an ancient monument, sure.
What else can I do?
The GM is taking the piss.
Nope, not the piss.
Oh,
Oh, this adventure is so wrong on so many levels.
it's like farting in a lift.
So, I will let you decide whether you carry on straining yourself or whether you're just going to go fuck it. It's only fiction and it's an ancient monument. What the hell?
I don't mind. I could quite easily. I'm worried about what's going to happen.
The moaning will echo up.
Look, as one player to another, there is the upside of the fact that this is player to player, not character. There's always the upside that if there is an ancient mummy kicking about, you've just got a walking great big roll of toilet paper just waiting for you.
That is true. Yeah. Scooby-Doo, grab the.
Exactly. Just grab a bit and spin them like a top.
While I'm waiting for the other two, then
Yeah. Okay. The other two, you proceed down into the fancier part of the Grand Gallery, and as right at the entrance to that fancier part, there is a tunnel leading forwards, and then there's the sort of Grand Gallery leading up. And it does look what you imagine ancient people thought a fancy gallery should look like. Its grandeur and neon lights.
Well, they've lasted a long time.
What, the neon lights? You think they might have been refitted at some point?
That was the joke.
Yeah, I was joking too.
Oh.
Right, this dice. We need to find it.
I
So
kind of
which
look
way
at
do you
the.
go?
I kind of look at the neon and go, it's lovely and all that, but
Make me a perception plus observation roll.
both of
Me
us.
as well.
Well, you, Dale, because you were looking at all the neon.
Perception and observation.
Yes.
Made it by 2. Wahey.
Okay. In amongst the hieroglyphics, it's actually every 20-second hieroglyphic. You see the logo for Dale's Big Cock Warehouse.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was about to say that they kind of paled into insignificance after the agent and her advert that we just seen, but possibly not. And on a completely random thing, I want to look at the hieroglyphics and see if there is one of C-3PO and R2-D2 in here.
It'll take a while. There's a lot of hieroglyphics.
Which, for those who don't know, is a Raiders of the Lost Ark reference. They
I'm
actually
gonna
put
go.
in
Oh,
the Well
really?
of Souls. They actually put a hieroglyph of C-3PO and R2-D2 on the wall.
I'm gonna go and look further into this chamber full of dildos, which I'm assuming is what's behind there.
Chamber full of dildos.
Well, we know it's
Oh.
coming.
The
Preempt-
neon
preemptive,
lights thing.
yeah.
I'm already preempting. There's gonna be something.
Okay.
Maybe
You have
we
the
use it
grand
as a
gallery
weapon,
leading up,
yeah.
and you have the corridor going forward.
Mhm.
It's like through a little crawl space, and then it's like a low corridor going forward, and it looks very plain. So, or you can go up the grand gallery. Meanwhile, Kevin, what
Yes.
are you doing? I assume you defecated by now.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Oh, shit.
you can wait, or you can slide down or shimmy down this tunnel.
I'll try and move forward. I'll try and move down this tunnel, yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
Could I
Oh, God.
have an agility plus athletics check, please?
Please pass, because I think I know what's gonna happen if you fail.
3, 3, 6. So yes, I've passed by 3.
Okay. You shimmy your way down. At the very bottom, it does go vertical, but you kind of spot it, you look down, and you realise if you properly brace yourself, hang over the edge, and then drop, it's fine. And you drop down into a much bigger corridor. It's quite dark, lit only by your PDA. But you can see it goes either up or down.
I might try going up to try and meet the others.
Okay, you go up. Okay, whilst you're doing that, Dale and Danny, have you decided which way you're going to go?
Probably still go up to the gallery because that was the way I
Okay.
was intending to go first.
Okay, you head up the grand gallery. And you have to be a little bit careful because it is a crumbly old building. You easily spot there is a small shaft going down, and sort of directly in line with that, there's a sort of shaft that goes up behind you. Sort of like if you imagine this is the path you're on, it's
Yep.
going like this. But it's small. You could crawl through it, but you wouldn't easily fall through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do
Or
we
you can
go?
carry
Where
on
do we
going
pop
up.
it down?
You can go up forward, up backwards, or down forward.
I suppose we need to go down forward if we're going to find Kevin.
Aye. But we also
Okay.
need to find the die.
I'm all for finding the dice, but I think we need to find him first because he's not too bad when it comes to electronics and stuff. And shooting folk, and let's be honest, I'm bloody worthless.
Okay. So you start going down this narrow crawl space. As you're doing that, and you're well and truly into this crawl space by now, at the point when Kevin emerges back up at the junction and sees the light switch that was left off. That's the first thing you see, and then you see back at the original junction where you met those agents, and you see the ticker tape you guys removed.
Oh, back where we started.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try my sneaker. Say, where are you guys to? I've made my way out. I'm back to where we met the agents.
Right, well, come
Oh.
down the corridor. Don't fall down the gap. Go into the gallery, and then you'll find a sort of tunnel that's continuing on but downward. We're currently crawling through it.
Okay, so I'm going to try and catch him up.
Okay, you head up the corridor then. You get to the entrance to the Grand Gallery. There's a corridor forward. Which way do you go?
Forward. And then down that tunnel that I'm looking for into the floor.
Right, so you go forward. And so it is that you both emerge at the junction at the same time. However, Kevin, you emerge walking along a narrow, low-ceilinged corridor, and you see, first of all, Danny's feet coming out the ceiling.
Which way am I moving?
You're
crawling.
heading downward.
Yeah, but I'm
You're
crawling.
heading downwards, and your feet are now emerging out into a tunnel below you.
I recognise
So I'm
this.
going down my
Oh, I
back
see. Maybe it's your head going forward then, but
Yeah.
sure. In which case, yes, you get to basically an opening beneath you. You see a corridor, and you see Kevin looking up at you.
Hello. Fancy meeting you here.
So you didn't follow instructions. At least you're here.
Just ahead of you is a stone blocking a doorway, but you can clearly see on the floor that it has been opened and closed. And written on the stone, it says, do not open, secure, danger, danger, death, death, death. Don't open, don't go in here, don't do it, don't. You will die. You will definitely die. Sponsored by Dale's Big Cox Warehouse.
Are we all in this chamber now?
You're all by an entrance to a chamber, yes. So yeah, you all emerge down into this corridor, and there's this doorway with this huge warning on front of it.
Has it been open recently?
They don't want us to go in there.
They're being a bit subtle.
Recently, in the sense of there's not a lot of dust on the floor, but it could be a year's worth. It's not 1,000 years worth.
Is there any sound coming from behind?
Oh yeah, you know that rumbling sound you hear periodically?
Uh-huh.
It happens again, and it's from the other side of that door, that stone block.
Okay.
See, me and Phil were hearing that earlier.
Yeah, it's
Right. You mentioned something about the room of dildos. I'm wondering if they've all switched on and that's where the rumbling is.
You don't think that's Neil Arthur Tate behind the door, do you?
Well, it can't be. He's on Venus, isn't he?
Well, yes, but he had different parts that came apart. What if this is another part of him?
Could
Well,
be.
this is a franchise operation. They've got a Neil Arthur tape in every store. Like Santa.
Okay.
Do we recognise this as the sort of place the Queen's chamber might be?
Now you've got access to a proper torch. You pull open your guide book and you look at the map and make an intelligence plus. What would it be? I suppose it'd be intelligence plus observation.
All?
No, just Kevin.
Missed by one.
Yeah, it's probable you're in the King's Chamber because you've just been down a big gallery thing, and yeah.
Would I be able to scan the map into my data pad and try and make a 3D map?
Well, the problem is
instead?
the map that's on the guide is only 2D, and you are very much in 3D space.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I want to try and make it 3D some way.
You could make it 3D, but you don't have the depth data.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, there you are in front of this stone door, and you hear the sound again.
Wait, that was a bit different.
Yeah, it was a bit different.
Well, it was clearer because you're closer.
It's not Tony, is it?
It doesn't sound like a Neil Arthur tap.
Don't tell me Cigarette Lil's found another victim.
Well, we're not going to know, I suppose, unless we open the damn thing. Do I see any sort of keypad or console thing?
No, it's a big stone block.
We just got to pull it.
Well, good fucking luck. I'll probably break my shoulders just doing that.
If you're going to attempt to do it with physical force, it is going to need some rolls. Which, of course, would be strength plus athletics.
I'm tempted to see what else in the gallery first because it might just be genuine.
Okay, so you could go back down this corridor that Kevin arrived in, or you could climb back up the little chute you came down. Okay, you go back down the corridor.
Yeah.
You go back to a junction. You see the route down that Kevin fell down. You've got the route back up the... back up the Grand Gallery. As you go, or indeed the route down to the entrance. As you're going up towards the... or going up the Grand Gallery, you see the tunnel going down, the tunnel going up behind you, and it continues forward. And as you continue to go forward, you see another entrance up, but it has been covered with a grate that clearly has a door handle and a key.
Ooh.
And you also then see the King's Chamber ahead.
Guys, I found the King's Chamber.
Okay.
You know it's the King's Chamber because it says King's Chamber in neon lights. And mind your head.
Mind your head.
There's also a little grate thing that I can't reach, but it's got a lock on it. Like
You can
there's
reach
something-
it.
Oh, I can reach it. Okay.
It's in the ceiling, but you can go to say it's not that like massively high ceiling, but you can sort of stand on the edge of the passage. It's like the passageway up as a floor and then sides like that, and you can stand on the sides and then reach this
Okay.
tunnel thing.
But it's locked. Is it padlocked or is it just a regular lock sort of thing?
It's got like it's a grate, but it's got like a handle. Looks like
Yeah.
it twists, and there's a keyhole
Yeah.
in that handle assembly,
Okay.
a mechanical keyhole.
Try it then, just in case it happens to be unlocked.
Well, let's see. It is locked.
Okay. Alright, there's this weird lock thing that obviously involves a key.
Or someone very good at picking locks.
I'm much better at picking cybernetic locks, not this crap.
I could
Time
give
to
that a
branch
go.
out, I would say.
Right, whatever. But anyway, the King's Chamber is here, so get the fuck up here.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, heading his way.
Okay, you all head around. And you get to the King's Chamber, and it has basically it's been boarded off. It's that wooden board within the other side of the doorway. It's been nailed to the wall.
Shall we?
Actually, I say nailed, staple gunned.
Shall we prize them off?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Oh, torches will probably do it.
Okay, you burst your way into, using your nuclear-powered torches, into the King's Chamber. And it is a silken-sheeted boudoir. Seductive music is playing, and there's a light stage set up at one end of the King's Chamber.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
And there's 3 cameras. There's a kind of a smoky atmosphere, and there's a woman laying on a bed and naked in a seductive pose, and she's talking to the cameras.
I did not expect that.
All right, so thank you very much, HB223 guy. And well, that's the end of today's show, so it's time for me to go put my clothes back on. I'm sorry, guys, but thank you, titty squeeze, good night all.
What the fuck?
And then she turns to you with a really angry look on her face, like, what the fuck, I had to end my stream early. Do you know how many thousands that has just cost me?
What are you doing broadcasting from inside a pyramid?
The chamber was boarded up. How the fuck are we supposed to know you're in here?
You're not supposed to have access to here. Didn't you see the ticker tape?
Obviously, we saw it. We don't fucking care about no ticker tape.
We just figured ticker tape was like a general guideline rather than a half-ass rule.
But why are you here? Why a pyramid?
Why not? It's
Because
secluded. It's private.
It's dusty and stony and disgusting.
No, it's
So-
not. I've cleaned it up.
I take it then you're earning a fair amount of money out of this.
Yes, and she stands up. She's totally naked, but she stands up.
So it's a
And-
pyramid scheme.
Ah.
I'm sorry, you can't put a money-making situation inside a pyramid and not have that line come out.
Oh no.
I should have done a play on that. I should have had people working for people working for people. Okay, she gives you an Amway catalogue.
Do you know where we can find a 20-sided dice?
Do you want to buy some hand sanitizer?
That's not the question I
No.
asked you.
It's good stuff. Look, I tell you what, right? I've bought some myself. I'll let you try it for free, and if you like it, I'll set you up a weekly subscription.
What the
Yeah,
fuck is
she
that
Grabs
going
her
to
out
do?
we
my
want-
hand. Oh, I'm making her selling you a pyramid scheme now. Ronnie did this to you.
We don't want no fucking hand sanitizer.
We want
How about you
find-
come round next Tuesday and I'll take you through the opportunity of a lifetime. Honestly, you wouldn't believe how much money you can make.
How about you tell us where the D20 is?
What are you talking about, a D20?
It's
Look,
it's
you've
a
busted
dice
into my
with
boudoir.
20 sides.
I bring it up on the data pad like a replica of what it looks like, or a picture or something. Looks like that. The Egyptians used it. It's down here somewhere.
The fuck would I
In the
know about
Queen's
Egyptian
Chamber,
shit?
apparently.
Well,
Well,
you're
this
in a
is the
pyramid.
King's Chamber.
Where's the Queen's Chamber from here?
I don't know.
Oh,
Where's the other doorways out of
Look,
here?
I just
Doesn't
rent
count
this
as-
place.
well, you're-
Look, that's my entrance up there. I bought it up that way. It's too fucking drafty out to that big chamber.
Oh, you don't fucking know anything, do you?
No, this is literally my crib.
What about all the neon lights and stuff? When did that get installed?
I don't know. Look. This is my crib. You just busted my wall down, and my stud wall there that was covering up the entrance to all that fucking history crap. My entrance is there.
History crap. Well, it's a good job we didn't accidentally drop on you. We could have come down there instead. Since we don't know where the fuck anything is, because you won't tell us.
This is my house you are in. I rent this room.
Right. So, where's the other exits?
Back through the wall you came is the rest of the pyramid. If
That's
you
where we
don't
got
knock
to
the walls down, then you won't fucking barge into people's homes.
It was with wood. It was bought.
We just didn't expect anybody to be renting the King's Chamber in a 7,000-year-old pyramid.
It's prime real estate. You know how many subscribers I had to get before I could afford this place?
5?
You don't know who you're talking to, do you?
No.
I know I'm talking to Titty Squeeze.
No, it's Queen Nefertiti.
Of course it is. How stupid of me. Do
I
you
have
know
55 million subscribers just on Earth.
Do you know Neil Arthur Tape?
Honestly, I only pay attention to the usernames when they're on screen. I don't really remember them. Apart from that one
Okay.
really creepy butt guy, I always look out for him and try to avoid him.
You just have one creepy
Forget
guy?
his name. Oh god, it's D. Regan or something. Regan. I don't know. I just whenever I see him, I just try to avoid him. But everyone else, it's like they're just names. They scroll past. I don't pay attention.
Shall we maybe go?
Well,
Which
I
one?
just think it's nice that you're managing to keep up a certain level of family edutainment.
Unless you want to get an autograph down before we go.
I don't think there's enough hand sanitizer in the world that I would have to get through before I asked for an autograph. It will never be enough. I'm a fucking
But now you
king
know
of
you're in the
Teams wet
King's
room.
Chamber. You look at your program again,
Yes.
and you think probably that room with the stone block was probably the Queen's Chamber.
That is the Queen. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Oh,
And we'll
God.
go back there after this break,
After the break.
because I need a drink.
Oh, I was going to say, let's not have a break for this time.
No, I just need a drink. So let's take 5.
Okay.
Hot dogs and ice cream available in foyer intermission. Don't forget, Mondays we are doing Masks of Nyarlathotep, run by yours truly. And hopefully they won't be as daft as we are being today, or else they're really not going to get very far at all. I want to know what Phil's been drinking. I think he's had some sort of scotch thing. Looks rather nice. It's not allowing me to be back first either. This is very peculiar. Oh, hi.
Hello.
I was just contemplating what you were drinking.
Oh, it was an IPA, Old Emperor IPA.
Oh, it was a beer.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like a scotch or something because you had it in a really small glass.
No. I broke all my glasses. That's what I've got left. No, yeah, it's an IPA actually. Not too bad. So it's like a bulk standard one from Aldi, but it's quite nice. It's not that bad. It's 5.7.
What's this one? 4.8. Gluten-free, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Steve has added that during this intermission, hot dogs and ice cream are available in the foyer.
Yes, I've already said that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What do you like? Whipped cream? I can get you whipped cream.
Oh, I love Crazy Kiosk.
Don't get caught in, baby.
Oh God.
Yep, that's a good recurring NPC.
That's been a hilarious NPC.
Okay, so you find yourself outside the Queen's chamber, having left Queen Nefertiti's boudoir.
And suddenly realizing that Cigarette Lil may be a descendant.
Right, so we're getting this door open.
Yeah.
Has anybody got any knockout gas or something?
Or a laxative?
No, a gas to throw in.
Oh no. Got a
Come on,
gun.
grenade man, what have you got?
Oh, they took it all away from me. I've got no grenades.
Right.
They took my babies away.
That's really quite creepy. Okay. I'm assuming there's no kind of windows to this chamber, is there? It's just this.
No, you're
just
within
door
a
and wall.
pyramid.
Yeah, I know, but you can still get like open spaces and stuff. But okay,
Yeah, but no.
no. And it goes up to the ceiling. Yes.
Well, not quite. The stone block is large, but it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. It does, however, completely fill the void that it's put within.
Is there any sort of handle or
Yeah, some sort of fulcrum lever or something.
Get our fingers in?
It's not totally flush with the wall that it's, or with the the portal that it is within. It's not actually completely fully pushed back, so you can reach the sides.
It's because I think this is just going to be a team effort, guys.
Okay.
Everyone just shoulder in and
I haven't
shunt.
got any. Have you seen what I look like? A
The
wee
shoulder
spindly lad.
pads on your suit make it look quite.
Exactly. Yep, just shoulder in and shunt.
Okay. Forwards or backwards?
What is there any markings, any scrapings on the floor that would indicate?
Well,
it's already?
Previously, it seems to have been arched toward you on a 90-degree arc.
Right. So
Okay.
we get ourselves so we can shunt it. We can push it
So
to try and get it back
swings,
round to there.
Okay. That means sort of like a person on the left pushing and a person on the right pulling. Pretty much. So that's like a two-person thing. So 2 people need to step forward and make me a strength plus athletics roll.
You know, I have fantastic spatial awareness, so I'll be able to tell you if you've done it correctly.
I've got 13, so I'll go for it if you want.
Right. If you want to do the push, then I'll do the pull because my strength and mine isn't quite as good.
Okay, well,
We'll need your raw strength on the
my
shunt.
strength athletics is 13, and I rolled a 5.
Okay, excess of 7.
And I roll bang on mine.
Okay, so total excess of 8. All right, you manage to shift the rock. It's very crumbly. You've kind of moved it about 4 inches, but huge chunks of this rock are just crumbling away as you heave and twist it out.
Sorry. My bad. I actually missed by 1.
Okay, well, the total
Sorry.
excess is still 7.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so you haven't opened the door up, but you've shifted it, and yes, you've discovered it's a crumbly, soft rock.
We could probably just batter our way through.
Aye, but never mind.
So what do you do?
Well, funnily enough, we've got these torches that can double as batons.
We'll try and
Okay, they are certainly heavy-duty torches. So you you chip away at the rock using these torches, and indeed the rock is no match for these heavy-duty torches. They are, of course, your only light source. So 2 of you are doing that, but as you do it, the torches go out.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
One of you is still holding a torch,
Mhm.
so presumably Danny's torch is still working. But Kevin and Dale, your torches both go out as you hammer it.
a crazy kiosk is sold to a duff torch, or 2 duff torches.
See above, rope and possible uses of. Rinse and repeat.
Well, look, and I go over and start chipping away. Actually, I've got my plasma knife, haven't I? I can just use that.
Oh, yeah, it just eats through the rock in no time.
Proper Qui-Gon Jinn and Phantom Menace style through the door.
Okay. You do so. You cut chunks out the door and push them through and then cut a bit more. And so there is a point at which you can see through the door before you can get through. And you shine your torch through, your one working torch. And within the Queen's chamber beyond is a nicely appointed apartment with what appears to be something metallic on a bed. Looks like a mangled mess from here, but you can't properly see it. It's just kind of just beyond an obstructing wardrobe and a washer dryer stacked on top of each other. So you can't fully see whatever it is. I mean, it's well lit because this torch is incredibly bright, but whatever it is, and there's something in bandages, but it looks like it looks like a broom handle. You can't make it. You just because you can't see the whole shape of it. You can't quite get the context of what it is you're looking at.
What's the smell like in here?
Like a teenager's apartment.
So, BO,
Yeah,
pizza.
but it's kind of a greasy smell.
Yeah, okay. So pizza. Well, there's an apartment in here and some sort of sex robot washing machine thing. Because it's on a bed. So
Okay.
I can't see who's making that noise.
Someone must be home.
I given what you've just said about the sex robot, there are far too many possibilities about what that moaning is all about.
I didn't narrate that at all. That came from Jason.
You said it was on a bed, so because I know you, it just sounded a bit like it was going to be some sort of sex robot thing.
All I can say, Becky, is you started this. We're just going with
We are
it.
going to end it.
We've just literally grabbed the torch and ran with it.
Just me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
At least
so
the
I'm
one
gonna
that's
cut
working.
more of the hole out.
So yeah, you cut enough of the hole out to get through, and you can see a light switch in here. If you want to turn it on,
Yeah.
Why
you
the fuck
press
is
the
there a
light
light
switch.
switch?
You press the light switch. The whole ceiling lights up, and you can now see your torch. It says "Made in China," torch or baton.
Uh-huh. Okay. I did think as much. I turned the battery off anyway.
May cause nuclear explosion under heavy impact.
Oh, good.
Shit.
I turn off my torch. and
Are
put it away for
our torches feeling warm in any way?
No, they're just dead. It's a disclaimer. Come on.
See
Yeah.
above,
So
read.
as the ceiling lights come on, and it's kind of like panelled lights across the whole ceiling, you are met by a scene of. So imagine a pubescent cyborg, right? This is their apartment. On the bed, you can now see what is definitely some kind of cyborg. It has a groinal attachment covered in bandages. And it is on the bed going, oh, and holding its stomach.
Did you overdo it a bit?
Oh,
Are you all right?
no. Are you the medics?
No.
Oh,
Because I ordered medics. I ate a pot noodle. Oh, oh,
Oh.
curry flavor. Oh.
Do you know where the D20 is?
Please don't tell me you're using it as a butt plug to stop the diarrhea.
Have you got any Hemovin? That's the IV med packs, by the way.
Do you have any of those?
we do. Yeah, we do have a couple.
Yeah.
Could you
That's-
spare them, please?
yeah. Give the cyborg one.
And it injects it straight into his tummy. Oh God, yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, and he starts unbandaging his groinal attachment.
There's no need.
Ooh, ba-doing doing. Yes.
Anyway, where's
Thank
the
you. Thank
where's
you.
the
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Wait, where's the D20?
You didn't
We
have
don't
to
have
make
much
your
time.
thank you so big.
Oh no, this is floppy. I can erect it though. It's all battery controlled. Look,
No.
I've got a
We
skin flap here, and I just
No.
press buttons.
We're
And then
No.
we're old fashioned here. We like floppies
You
compared
can
to
choose
hard
the
drives.
size and girth. I've got controls. Look.
Oi,
Information.
hold the penis erection thing for a moment. Where the fuck is the D20?
I don't know what that is. What's the D?
Show the
Nice.
picture.
Oh God, there was a load of crap in here when I moved in. I
you
boxed it
fucking
all up.
haven't. Where?
I
Where is
Where?
it?
Oh shit! Let me check my stash. But I mean, it was the last tenant stuff, right? So I don't know. I just.
It wasn't the last fucking tenant. That was Egyptian. That
Yeah,
was
whatever.
thousands of years old.
So old
So
crap.
No, extremely valuable.
I may need to make 2 nooses.
Like, as in, there's money in it for me.
No, there fucking isn't. You lost that chance when you said you boxed it up.
In that case, get out of my apartment.
Yeah, we'll just charge you for the med pack then.
I get out my gun.
Oh, so you have chosen death.
It's not going to be your apartment, Elf.
And he pumps up his groinal
Phallus.
attachment
You
to
could say
baseball
penis,
bat
yeah.
size, and then grabs it with both hands and says, "It's violence you want, is it?"
It would appear castration is what you're looking for.
Let's have initiative.
I mean, I do have a plasma gun, so.
Oh dear.
Initiative
That's-
1.
Agility plus D10 or reflexes D10? Doesn't actually
I
matter,
think it's
right?
reflexes, I think, isn't it?
I've rolled a 10.
15.
11.
Okay. So order is Dale, Cybercock. Sorry, the mummy. Danny and Kevin.
Yeah.
So, Dale, you get to act first.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot in his lower abdomen.
A cold shot. Let me just check what the penalties are for that. Now,
It's like minus.
Are you
6 or
going
something.
to-
It's quite high.
well, yeah, but you can actually offset that, don't forget, because you've got a rate 3 weapon, you don't have to take all 3 shots.
Ah,
Mm,
one good shot.
indeed. God, I can't. Hang on, let me just find the combat
Maybe it's
section.
in the screen. I've got the screen over it.
I just want to break his bat.
Game system 138.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Although it doesn't say abdomen, it says torso.
that's
Penalty
a
is
little
minus
higher
4.
up. Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't-
a
it
large
doesn't
area.
say-
That's higher up.
it
You're
doesn't say
specifically going for a slightly smaller target.
Page 146.
Well, it's hardly slightly
146.
smaller if he's elongated it to the size of a bat.
Okay, yeah, I shall make it arm-sized then. So that's a -6 to hit. But if you do 10 damage, you manage to sever his baseball bat.
Ooh.
Now, for every shot you don't take with a rate-free weapon, I believe that's +2 to hit from memory.
Yeah,
So
must-
actually-
Okay, so you aim for his groin, but you shoot. Well, he's moving as well because he's moving to attack,
Yeah.
and he
I-
basically
I-
goes past
I
your
missed.
bullet.
I missed without the minus. I completely
Okay.
missed.
Sure. So anyway, he starts moving in. He moves towards you, Dale, because you kind of shot. The baseball bat starts emanating something from the bell end that forms an encrusted shield around it. At which point he then wobbles it in your direction. Now, do you have the skill gun melee? Because you've used a gun this turn. So do you have gun melee skill? It's a training, actually. So it'd be in the training section near the bottom of your character sheet.
Yeah, go on.
No, I only have aptitude.
Okay. So you don't get to add your close combat in defense. He, however, has rolled a critical.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
This is what I get for shooting my load off too early.
So he has done 18 damage to you by clouting you around the head with his baseball bat that's covered in encrustated shield. Or encrustated armor, I think is probably the thing to call it.
Yeah.
Catches you on the chin. There's a wobbling motion and everything. Danny, it's your go.
Aye. Hopefully I can do it while he's busy torturing Dale. But now that I see that he's kind of handling his dick and like, I'm gonna, rather than shoot, I'm gonna try and use my plasma gun, either kind of trying to block the baseball bat or on his hands, so he loses kind of control of the bat.
Is it a plasma knife or plasma gun?
Plasma knife, yes.
Plasma knife.
Yes.
Okay. And so you're not trying to hit him, but then it sounded like you were, so I'm a little confused.
So
your statement of
whichever's
intent.
more feasible, either
Okay.
I'll try and, if he's going to attack me first, then I'd block using my knife, or I try and get his hands so he drops his penis, basically.
Okay. So well, he's attacking Dale, so probably the one that's more feasible is for you to go for his hands.
Okay.
So that is a -8. You need to do 6 damage.
Okay. Rate 3 though, so -4.
If you were to take the one
Yeah.
shot, I guess. I don't know if that applies in close combat, but I'll allow it because
Okay.
my lack of knowledge of the rules shouldn't stop you.
I still failed.
Oh,
I
dear.
never roll well with these dice. I think I might change him.
Kevin, your go.
Okay, so I want to try and taser him.
Okay.
Oh yeah. he's a
Never,
taser.
never has this phrase been more appropriate. Please shoot this prick.
Okay. Are you aiming for a particular part of his body or an appendage thereof?
No, after our latest performance, no. I'm just going to try and get him,
Okay.
which is a hit, spot on the money. So it's a close combat one.
Yeah.
It's knockout.
Yeah, but he'd get to add his defense
Okay,
because you're in close combat.
I was bang on. So
Yeah, so his defense will counter that. It's got defense of 6, so yeah. So he bats your taser aside without it embedding into his encrustated shielding. Back around to Dale.
Yeah, now that I'm close enough, I'm just gonna shoot him in the. I'm just gonna shoot him. Sod it. I'm just
Just
shoot
general
Yeah.
shot or 3 shots.
all three bullets. I'm going to fully. Yeah, no, I'm not going with that metaphor. It's just.
You're going to unload into him.
I'm going to completely unload into him. 2 of the shots hit.
Okay, let's have your D8 dams, or 2D8.
Give me 2d8. 6 damage.
Okay.
6 measly damage.
Yeah, it's basically, and to be honest, I do actually need to know the value of each dice because I've got armor value to adjust for because of his
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Okay. So yeah, a lot of that is just absorbed within the encrustation. The bullets kind of go into the encrustated, pulsing shielding, and then blob out. Okay. His go. He's going to try and blast you again, but he doesn't crit this time. You don't have defense, so that does hit. And I rolled max damage. I'm so sorry. That's
It's all right. I had
18
2
now.
damage left. I'm down. I'd only 2
Yeah.
left.
So basically, he uppercuts onto the bottom of your chin and sends you somersaulting over, and you land spread-eagled across his porno mag collection.
Right. I'm just saying this as a player. When you grab this guy, make sure he gets done for cockfighting.
Okay, Danny.
Can I attempt to get him again with the knife, which I keep thinking
Sorry.
is a gun?
Quick question, because you can use an IV med pack as a free action. So do you have one, Dale?
No.
I thought
No,
we
it's-
bought one of those.
There was some. I gave you some as loot. The question is how you distributed them. I have no idea.
I think I had some already because I bought a whole load if I remember rightly.
I haven't
Well-
written any down.
We did get two.
I bought 3 med packs right at the. I mean,
Well, that would have
right
been
at
used
right at
long
the
ago.
original start of the campaign. I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Security
yeah.
Guards Part
They'd have
1.
been used ages ago.
Yeah.
But if you haven't added any onto your character sheet, then you haven't looted them.
No.
So, okay. So you're momentarily
I'm
out of
down
action.
and out. Yeah.
Yeah. So Danny.
Yep, I'm gonna go at the guy again with my knife.
Yeah. Shields and med packs are good things to have, by the way, guys. I think I say this every fight.
Yes, you do. You do. Okay. I'm gonna do the. Yeah, there was one attack, and that one I do make. So I
Okay.
do manage to do it to his hands.
Okay.
Damage wise, how much did you want?
To sever a hand is
Yeah.
6.
Oh, then yes, 9 damage.
9 damage, but less his armor value. It's still enough to sever his hand. Of course, you don't get the full extent of your damage, but you do sever the hand. So yes, he is now down to using his groinal attachment one-handed, which means he'll be doing less damage.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'll have to get an upgraded hand now. Kevin.
Yeah, I will try and taser him again.
Okay.
Oh, I missed that. It's no good.
All right. Dale, you still don't have a med pack. He gets to act, so he will turn his attention to the guy who just severed his hand.
Hi.
He misses. So he narrowly waves his groinal attachment past your eyes.
Nope.
Maybe he's lost his touch now. He can't actually touch with one hand. Danny.
Yes. So this hand that I just severed, is it more kind of, is it metallic or is it still like a regular human hand or something?
You have severed a mostly cybernetic hand, but you notice the palm is still fleshy. Maybe he likes the feel of that. But the hand itself is robotic. And it is currently on the floor, going...
Okay. Right, so it's doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the hand and I was thinking of kind of putting it round his neck, but I might just shove the finger in his mouth or something just to...
You'd need to grapple him first to achieve something like that.
So he's still got full control over the hand. That's
No,
what you're saying.
you're trying to pick the hand up and then do things to him with the hand, but you won't be able to
Yes.
do those things to him unless he's in some way restrained. Because he's just going to sort of step out the way.
Well, no, the idea is that the hand would like grab him or something because it's AWOL, and it would be like a distraction or something.
You're going to toss it. You're going to throw it at him.
No, I was gonna take the severed hand.
Mm.
The severed hand is doing that or whatever,
Yes.
and shove it in his mouth or something.
Okay, but so you're going to try and use the hand as a weapon for a head attack.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But
All right.
to hold him rather than hit him with it.
So for face attack is -10. Try and hit the face.
Okay.
And it would, I guess, be a close combat skill.
Yeah, that's fine. I've written those down. I'm quite good at those. Okay. Oh, I did really well. Yeah, I made that.
You made a close combat at -10.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay. What was your excess? Because he gets to add his defense.
So again, I'm just doing 1. So, oh god, no, to work it out. No. So -10 makes 4. So I made it by 4. If it's still 2 and 2. Yeah.
So he has a defense of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm tempted to kind of give it you anyway, because of the weirdness of it, and because the damage I've decided this thing will do. I think it's close enough that I'll give it. But it's not going to sever his face per se. What it actually does is it regurgitates the pot noodle. This will stun him because he's having to relive a bad memory as it comes back up.
Good.
So he will skip his next action because he doesn't have any conviction to spend. And he feels very much like he's lacking it right now. Kevin?
Seeing my taser's not been doing the job, I will pull out my Black Cougar and take 3 shots at it.
Okay.
So that's a hit, that's a miss, and that is a hit.
Okay, I'm going to need the dice values of your 2d8.
Oh, okay. So the first one was...
Oh, of the d8s, not the to hit roll.
Sorry, yeah, sure. So it's a 5 and an 8.
He's only got the hit points that you gave him, so I am tracking it properly with armor value and stuff. So, yes, indeed, you get 2 shots into him. They do, his encrusted shielding obviously has an impact, but nonetheless, you think quite a lot of that kinetic energy has managed to get through, and you can see his face servos grimacing. He can't act this turn because he's got a face of horror as he watches the pot noodle and remembers the horror of eating it. So, Danny, your go.
Yep, that's the idea. Am I able to hit him with his own penis? Given his size of a baseball bat.
But he's wielding it. That's his attacking weapon.
Yeah, but given he's throwing up at the moment, would I be able to
take
it away or something? Or...
All right. So imagine him at the moment. Let's see if we can work out what this attack is. So he's kind of right, but his hand is still holding his groinal attachment.
Okay.
So he's like,
yeah.
I think, and I don't mean this entirely as a pun because I kind of get what needs to happen here. What I think Jason's looking for is to give him a quick jerk and just bat him one with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a grapple, isn't it, to try and take control of the groinal attachment?
Well, the other alternative was just to stab him in the neck from behind.
Decide which?
I think I'll do that because
I
don't want to get any sick on me.
Pot noodle sick.
Yes.
Yeah, it's worse than
I-
sick. Let's be honest. It's
I have,
pot
yes, I
noodle.
have decided.
Okay, so you're stabbing him in the neck.
Yes.
Okay, that will be. He's still. Oh, I guess I shouldn't give him his defense this go, should I? Because he's skipping this go, isn't he? So, in which case, that'll be -8 to hit. You need 15 damage to sever a head, though.
Well, I wasn't going to sever the head, it was just to stab him with it. Still, I failed terribly.
Okay. So next up is Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Poor Dale. Just being ignored.
We haven't got anything.
It's all right.
Assumedly, one of you has IV med packs.
I
Actually, just a good point. Colin.
it's okay. I shot at him. I got hit by a encrusted large
Groinal
penis,
attachment.
groinal attachment. Whilst being unconscious, he's been subjected to a rather disgusting hand job. Someone has considered jerking his bat.
I will use one of my med packs.
And Kevin is,
Now,
shooting his
do you-
load off at him.
Do you still have the super med packs? Assumedly, you just gave one to him. You've used one already, and I think you had 3. So presumably, this will be your last super med pack.
I've not used a med pack in quite a while, so
I remember 3 were looted.
okay. I'll give Dale the super med pack.
Okay. So that's 20 hit points you've now got, Dale, and that's your action used. So
Small.
That's me back.
Dale comes to. You can act. Well, you get back up is presumably most of your action. Dust yourself off, and because some of the porno mags stick to you as you stand up.
Really?
Crispy. Real crispy.
Really?
Yeah, so most of your action is that. He gets to act. So he's whacking on Danny because Danny's doing him quite a lot of harm. Danny, do you have close combat weapon
Yes, I do.
active? Like, is that what you're using? I'm just trying to remember.
I'm using the
Yeah,
pistol.
you're trying. Yeah. So he has done a crit potentially, but what is your
My
defense?
defense is 5.
Oh, not quite enough. So he has done a crit. He has done 12
Oh.
damage.
Oh fuck, okay. Not enough for me. Okay, 12. Yep.
Okay. Danny, your go.
Okay.
He's like, come on, I'll bludgeon you all to death, you bastards, barging into my apartment.
Have a little pot noodle.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him some more with a plasma knife, but just I'm not gonna do it anywhere specific. Just like cut him up a bit. Oh, that is made by. I need to count now. That's made by 8.
That's a hit.
That's a miss. Made by 9.
That's a hit. Is it rate 3 though? I thought it was rate 2, isn't it? Your knife?
No, it's rate 3 I've got.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Not so good. So, do you need the dice numbers again?
Yeah, I do. I need to know how much damage is done, basically, so I can adjust it down.
I've done
The
a
armor.
2 and a 1, and they're both +7.
Wait, what? So what is the damage of the weapon? Is it like 2 dice plus an amount?
So I've done 2 hits, so
Mhm.
they're each
Oh.
a D4 +7.
Okay, so you did 9 and 8.
2 and a 1, yeah, 9 and 8.
Okay, that's what I needed to know, the 9 and the 8. Okay, that is enough to basically put him down. So as you're slashing him, he then slips on his own pot noodle vomit, hits his head on an ashtray, basically cuts his head open, and blood sprays all over the back wall as his head hits the ashtray, and his body then slumps down onto a copy of Cyber Razzle.
I still want to hit him with the cock.
Okay, as you hack his
Is that
groinal
really the right?
attachment-
Is that really the right hand gesture to make in front of a camera?
Yes.
As you strike his groinal attachment, as I understand that, is that what you striking the groinal attachment with your knife,
No.
or you grabbing it?
No. I'm grabbing the penis and I'm hitting him with it. That was the point.
Okay. All right. So you start doing that. It's mildly satisfying, but two things start to happen. Firstly, the encrustation is starting to break down since he died, and it is so rather than being hard and solid and crusty, it's starting to kind of go moist and splattery. And the other thing is apparently when he hit the deck, his body is slumped in such a way that a cigarette butt is pressing up against the enlarge button, and it is going. Could you
I think we need to
all
run
please make-
very, very fast.
Could you
The
all
dice.
please make reflexes plus athletics rolls, please?
Okay, fortunately, reflexes is really good.
-4
Oh, fucking really?
for you,
Really?
Danny, because you're no, only for Danny because he's right over it.
But I made it and everything.
But you're holding the groinal attachment. -4 for
yeah, I
you.
know. I failed then by 4.
I failed with spectacular ability.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin.
I failed.
You failed. Okay. You all get -6 to looking good until you get to a shower.
So -5.
You're not wounded
0.
by this.
My looking
Oh.
good is now 0.
And I think, given the horror of what you've just witnessed, any conviction you've got is lost.
Oh,
We got rid of it.
I got 1.
Yeah, it's
Your sanity.
yeah. That's the corporation equivalent of losing a sanity roll, I think.
At which point I actually turn to his corpse. I'm going to kick it.
Please do not touch it. Don't touch anything.
I'm not touching him. I'm kicking him. It's a whole different vibe.
Oh.
I kick him in the
We
head,
need the dice.
I think you
and
might
I,
have got to get.
and I look at the corpse and I just say, "Now you see, if you'd played cricket rather than baseball, you might have beat us.
Now, just
Certainly
to
would have
be
had
clear,
more width."
when you kick his head, presumably you're doing so quite hard, yes?
Well, yeah, there's a bit of pent-up
Okay.
frustration.
Okay, you do lose 1 hit point because it turns out he has an alloy skull. Now, the good news is, if you want, you can butcher this guy for cybernetic parts. If you want some
Ooh.
cybernetics.
Is that going to be a tad too
Yeah, if there's anything decent.
Well, there's an alloy skull. That's in good condition. There's an alloy hand, but that does have some wear and tear on the wrist. So that's only condition 8.
I wouldn't mind the skull, actually.
There's also there's a cybernetic arm. Again, though, the motor on the elbow joint is a little bit worn. That's only condition
That's
seven.
yeah, I
Why
can
that
imagine.
is.
And obviously, if you want it, there's a cybernetic groinal attachment. I would suggest not.
Okay, which of us is even brave enough to attempt it? Not me.
So,
I think the skull.
yeah, the skull is in good condition. That's condition 10.
Cool.
So that is, I believe it's a reverse cybernetics alloy skull. Should be somewhere in this book.
The cybernetics in the cybernetics box.
Well, it's not attached. It's not fitted yet. You don't get the advantage of it until
I know
you've
that.
done that. Yeah, it's page 69 of the manual. Riva Cybertech, a Riva AS2000 alloy skull. It's quite a complex installation. It's 2 days of surgery, which cost 10,000 credits just for the surgery. The patient's skull is replaced with a stronger, tougher alloy skull, which can withstand higher impacts and contains a cerebral cushioning system to reduce brain trauma during cranial shock. It adds 3 hit points and 1 armor value.
Well, I'll be saving up with a GoFundMe.
Or you could, sell advertising on your skin.
It's advertising.
I
What the
can
other
imagine.
conversations do.
I can imagine all the possible ways that could go wrong for us.
Yeah. All right. You are going to have to search the Queen's chamber to find this box of stuff. So, the corporation doesn't have a morale system, but you are searching a teenager's apartment. Assume that by the time you've done this, you are grossed out, depressed, and have seen more sodden socks than you ever want to witness in your life.
There's the socks here.
Why did he use socks? Why?
One uses socks.
And yeah, you've and also in terms of in addition to the D20, which you do find, you also find 85 pot noodles, 3 packets of cigarettes, and a torn up Rizzler packet. A dirty microwave and a broken kettle. There are 3 mismatching mugs, none of which can ever be cleaned.
Oh God! The very idea turns my stomach.
1 bowl which had a meal in last September, which is still in there. A fungal colony, also as part of the bowl. And a broken plastic knife. An amazing home console system. And a pretty cool VR headset loaded with every porn ever.
Well, now we know why his arm's got a problem.
Well, with the cigarettes, I suppose if Cigarette Lil ever comes back, we've got a bribing system.
So you take the cigarettes, yeah?
Yeah, I think I will. Why not?
Okay, you have 3 packets of cigarettes. You're in Egypt, so trollolol, let's say they're Camel cigarettes.
Oh.
Da-da-da. Right, you have found the D20. So presumably, you make your way back to London.
We go.
You get to London. You arrive. You deliver, presumably, the mask first, because Lord British wants his mask.
Yes.
So you turn up at his office to deliver it as requested, and you have to wait to go in. It's a big. You've never been to his office before, so yes, you turn up, and it's like his building, and as far as you can see, it just says that the address is 10, but it's a space between the 1 and the 0, right? The building itself looks like a giant data center. It's got massive air conditioning ducts on the roof. The front door isn't so much a front door; it's a computer system, and you're greeted by a CGI screen, basically, of a character, and it's a troll. from the game World of Wellcraft. And it answers the door in a kind of receptionist sort of way and says, "Hello, you have reached 10. What can I do for you? Who shall I say
No.
has called? Oh, never mind, I've already chip scanned you. Ha ha ha."
We're very tired. Lord British is expecting us. Can you please?
I know,
let us
I've
go
already
through?
told him and he's on his way. I'm just awaiting his response.
Good.
He says, "Do you have the mask?"
Yes.
Yes, we have the mask.
He says, "Fucking well get in here then."
Wait, was
And
he
the,
just?
the troll screen slides up and reveals within it a white room. White floor, white walls, white ceiling. It's so white you can't really see where the floors, ceiling, and walls end. It's just
Oh.
brightness. You kind of go in, you're like this. Ugh.
I haven't slept for 2 days, and I
It's a bit
get
much.
this.
Okay, you kind of go in, and it's all. The door closes behind you, and now you're just in this white space. And somewhere you can't kind of put a distance to it because of the lack of anything relative. But this black rectangle appears, and Lord British walks through, and then the black rectangle disappears behind him, and he walks up to you. And he's, "Oh, you didn't take a seat. Nobody ever takes a seat. Do you have the mask?" And of course, he's got his glasses with his screens over his glasses and everything else.
Just to
He's
ask quickly.
Tapping away on a keyboard that's attached now to him like it's cybernetic.
When he said "fucking get in here," then was it supposed to be Cockney?
No, sorry, that's just me.
Okay, just making sure.
So he's coding with one hand, looking at his screens on top of his glasses while he
I
actually
get
looks at-
out the mask and show it to him.
1 second. And he pulls out a weird device covered in gadgets and gizmos and coils of wire, and he holds it up to the mask. And bzzz. So it's true that the Venusian AIs, the ultimate AIs, are indeed telepaths. Fantastic. That explains where human telepathy must come from. It must have been the manipulation of the AIs.
Can we have our money, please?
I wired you your money during the mission.
Ah, you
Um,
may have been a bit short on mine.
yes, apparently you work for Comoros now. What was that about? I had to wire the money through the Comoros HR department.
Can you undo that or bring it back to EI, please?
I didn't... But how are you working for Comoros?
It was to get me across the bloody barrier.
Oh, you had your ID chip? How? That's incredible. Did you realize what that kind of technology... I mean, these things they're so secure. I mean, how? Even I can't do that.
Well,
You
I'm
and me
quite
are going
good,
to
you
have a
know.
coffee and a bonus. In fact, if you explain to me the details, I will give you 6 rank points right here, right now. Just tell me how you did it.
Oh, okay. So I take him through how I hacked in
With
the
the mask,
barrier.
wasn't it?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I try not.
With the mask.
Obviously, works it out.
Yeah. He gets straight to the point. Okay. Fantastic. I have work to do with this. Right. 6 rank points for you. Right.
You said a bonus.
What?
Bonus. Did you not say?
Bonus? Did I?
Aye.
What did I say?
You said a bonus and a coffee and 6 rank points.
No, I said 6 rank points. Did I? When did I say bonus?
I'm sure you said bonus, but
What, just now? I definitely didn't.
I remember a bonus.
A bonus 6 rank points.
Oh,
maybe.
right. I thought you
Something
meant
like that.
a bonus
No.
as in like, a bit of money.
No.
Okay. Well, can I at least have a coffee?
I only have Red Bull.
That'll
I
do.
mean, I've got 8 fridges full of it.
Good. I'll take 7 of them.
It's right there. Right. Oh, God, why does nobody ever... All right, fine. And this fridge appears behind you, full of Red Bull.
Gimme.
Yeah, you open it up and pull it, and then it kind of vanishes again, and you're just in this pure white space again. I just don't understand why nobody else can work this stuff. I mean, seriously, how hard could it be?
You can't see anything.
What do you mean? You stood right next to the chair.
It's
I mean,
gone.
seriously. What's
Can you
gone?
bring the fridge back? There's no fridge.
It reappears, and he's like looking at you dumbfounded.
Oh, sorry.
And then it vanishes again. Anyway, yes, thank you. And he just sort of walks off looking at this mask and disappears through a black rectangle, and it closes behind him.
I suggest we fucking go and get some sleep.
Before you go,
Yes.
could you point the way out?
He doesn't tell you, and you're just stuck there in this white room.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So-
I'll see if I can maybe patch my sneaker into the receptionist and get her to let us out.
There's no response at all.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You end up, after some amount of time, just trying to feel your way around. And you can feel things in the space, the stuff here, and you eventually somehow find the door release. You've definitely knocked something over before you left, and you've no idea what. Anyway, 3 minutes later, a fire engine goes past. Maybe that's related. I don't know. And then presumably you head to Lord British's brother.
yes.
Back
Can
at
we
your own
sleep
apartment.
first?
You want to sleep first?
We've been up for over 2 days.
Not to worry. You get to Lord British's brother, because I want to end the session, but I want to just want to deliver a thing first. So you give him the D20. He is so overjoyed, he immediately runs you the best game of Dungeons and Damsels ever, and you will get 2 conviction points.
Hey.
Then you get a phone call from Lord British.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
sorry, I was so distracted by the mask earlier, I forgot to ask. Where the hell's your wife? And we'll end the session right there.
Okay.
Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for watching, Steve. You're the only one that
Yeah.
stuck with us. Other viewers
Thank
came
you,
and left in horror.
Steve.
Yeah. Thank you again, Steve. And yes, I agree. I just have no luck when it comes to hand at all.
Okay. I'll say it once more. Medpacks, shields. Both of these things are essential. Also, a little bit of armor probably wouldn't go amiss.
We've got a bit of armor.
Okay, are you deducting it off? Are you... What, your flak jacket? Are you deducting that off every time you take hits? Because I don't do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So, yeah. Get a bit more, maybe. Shields, medpacks. Just...
Well, then maybe the book shouldn't present them as optional gear and advise that you take them.
I just say it's a good idea. I put lots of shops in.
Better go shopping next time.
You've just been to a shopping centre.
Hey, I'll have surgery on my skull.
We will see you next Saturday. Until then, goodbye.
Well, see you
Farewell. And keep your
Bye.
minds clean.
Monday first.